what else do they need? Right? What you need to know or have, or what they need to do. What is it that they need to do?
Well, first, if you're thinking of purchasing, you need to know how much you can afford. So it's always good to know how much cash you have in the bank and have your pre-approval mortgage letter on hand.
And if you need one of those, you call us. We will connect you with the mortgage officers, right?
Right.
Why do we need to know how much money we have in terms of the pre-approval?
So that you know what kind of house to look for.
What price
budget.
house?
Yeah.
Yes. And you're not looking houses like what happened to me when I started looking in the 1989, 90. You look for a house where you can't afford. You look for a house where you can't afford. So then you waste time. You're just a window shop.
Right, and it's very disheartening.
And you're not going anywhere. And you feel as if, well, the house is out there for me. Why me can't buy a house? All of them houses are too expensive and dear. And that's going in your brain. But guess what? You're not looking for something that you can afford, and that is why you're not finding it.
I know someone wrote on our channel, why Miss Davis always posts these expensive houses?
We post some cheap ones, don't it? But I post a cheap one in.
But if you don't have any money in your pocket or have your pre-approval letter, any house Miss Davis posts is expensive.
Exactly.
It could be $2 million.
It could be 1 cent. If you don't have $1 in your pocket and this house is $1, you're still gonna think the house is expensive.
Yeah.
That's just how it is, guys. So, but you have to buy what you can afford, right? So, if you're gonna buy sneakers or clothes or whatever, you're not gonna walk in on the people in the store and know how much money you have in your pocket, are you?
No.
You do that, you're wasting time. And we don't want to waste time window shopping. You have a purpose in mind. You have a desire to buy a house, so you have a definite goal. The goal is to buy a house, right? That's the goal, and you're going to execute.
Right.
So them call us. We give them somebody. Them get them pre-approval.
Then they look for something for a house within their budget.
Look for something within the price range, guys. Remember now, if it's apple you want, you can't look in the orange field for apples.
Right.
We're not gonna find any apples, right? So if your budget is an apple, what is the most expensive fruit? Grapes. If your budget is an apple, which is $100, you can't be looking in the grape field where a bunch of grapes is $1,000. You have to look in the apple field for apples, right?
Or if your budget is bananas.
Yes. You have to look in at the banana field, banana walk. That's them that's it. Because we always look where we can afford, so we don't have no problem talking about things expensive and dear. We stay within our means, right? So everything we reaching out. Yeah, we reaching out everything. I wanna buy nothing what we can afford.
True.
We just stick to where we can afford, and that is it. It could be food, it could be clothes, it could be a man. Make sure we can afford. Well, we don't afford men, men afford us, and we're not that expensive to afford either, right, Tony? We believe in keeping it simple. So
once you've looked for the house and you found it, put in an offer.
let us put in an offer, right?
Yeah.
So you find a house for 10 million, you may want to offer 10 million. In these days, it is a seller's market.
You might have to offer 10.5.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. The bidding process has started. But once you see the house, guys, you have to run with it. You have to run it down.
I can only run if you have your pre-approval, you know where your deposit coming from, and you have all your documents together.
Talking about deposits. Jamaica National was giving 100% financing the other day. They don't need no deposit.
Oh yeah.
Some persons ran with it. Congratulations to those who get out of the starting block. What about the rest of you? You wait until now you can only get 90% financing. You need 10% deposit again. Well, maybe if you wait the next 5 years, it might
come back around.
It might come back around. So
The thing with the real estate, don't wait for anybody, you know.
no, it just moves. It just moves because more children born, they want them real estate. So you get licked out of the market, you know. And you have to buy the real estate when you're young people. By the time you reach my age, it's late.
Yeah. Unless you're downsizing at that point.
Yeah, you have to sell and, you know.
Sell your big house with enough money to buy something smaller with less money.
With less money.
Yeah.
I not do that, doing it. I not do that. Me build my big house, manage to finish build my big house, I not sell it and downsize. But you know, if I decide to on a God, I not do that. I'm not doing that.
Then rent out the rooms.
Of course. I call some of my friends them. I say wanna come live with me. One and then I collect them pension.
I laugh, but it's a serious thing.
Right, I say come on lonely. What una alone I do over there, sir? Them can probably downsize, sell off, and then them just come live with me, right? In my house. So me just say, you can take the rent.
Isn't that what the Golden Girls did?
Something like that, yeah. Remember we used to watch that show? With four of them living together? Yes.
So it was 4 of them.
4 of them living together. Blanche was one.
Dorothy.
Who else?
Rose.
Rose, yes. And the mother, what was her name?
I can't remember.
Can't remember the mother's name. She's a nice lady. The lady remember her lines, you know, and I tell you. But ladies and gentlemen, yes, Tony. So remember we're asking them to vote if we should finish the house in Red Hills or if we should go do your little tiny house. Tony's rooting for the tiny house and I'm rooting for the big house. I can't roll in a tiny house. When I come there to visit him, I sleep and pull out sofa. I know that. You Tony?
So after they made the offer and the offer is accepted, the next thing is to get a lawyer.
Well, yes, you can get a lawyer to represent them in the sale.
Right. So the seller definitely needs a lawyer.
Yeah, the seller would have had a lawyer already. Although if you're smart like me, you can just read the contract and sign it.
But not everybody's smart like you.
Well,
they don't understand the terminologies or they're not sure what to look out for.
Right. And the only reason why I'm able to do that is because I have specialized knowledge.
Right, because you bought real estate
property
before, so you have seen various contracts.
And I also did a paralegal course, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yes, and I got straight A. Straight A profile. Every single one of them. I'm probably the only one who got straight A profile. I don't know if anybody beat my grade yet. I went to the Paralegal Institute of Jamaica. They were at Crossroads at the time. I don't know where they are now. Paralegal Institute of Jamaica. You can go there and do paralegal, and you would learn all of that. I mean, I've never acted a day in my life being a paralegal, but of course, I went and got the specialized knowledge. You understand?
Did you do it because you wanted to become a paralegal, or you just wanted to know more about real estate?
No, I wanted to know more about real estate.
Okay.
And what governs the sale and all of that, the documents, which I did learn. So that was a good thing for me, and the whole process too, of how to add name to title, how to know the debt if somebody died, all of them things that I can't do, you know. So if I can't sell a real estate, I can't be my side hustle. Yeah, we can't do that as my side hustle. I have a training to do it. I have the paralegal certificate too, guys. But I also did 1 term of law school. University of London. Went to was it UCC? No, what's it called? Commonwealth of the Caribbean School. What's the school called? The school at the corner.
University College of the Caribbean.
Right. I went to that school for 1 term, 3 months. Every Sunday morning, send me the law guys. Man, I tell them I run out of that the class, the fastest class to run out.
No straight A profile?
No straight A profile. The one that was straight F. Straight F, I see the whole heap of reading. The whole heap of who hurt me. So I lift my hands to law. Yes. So glad, yeah. This is not for you, friend. I love road life. I don't have the time to sit down in a book and not go on so. But Tony and she now went and did the law. Tony
I did what, 3 years?
It's 3 years you did of law. So she and Tony have a law degree too.
Yeah, 3 years.
But again, she run out of she never got to the bar because what?
like too much work that was not fun.
Yeah, you know, all this quarreling and lawyers are so adversarial. One is a cause and a fight.
As much as I enjoy reading, I don't think I could have a career that made me sit down and read all day.
Neither. No way.
I found that very tedious.
Yeah. And the type of books too. I remember reading about mens rea and actus rea and oh my god. And these whole heap of cases.
The cases were pretty interesting.
They were pretty interesting. But you have to remember them, Tony. You have to remember them and can't cite them in your questions, right?
Yeah. Well, I guess if you're doing court lawyering.
But Tony and I, we have elephant memory, you know. We have excellent memory. We can't remember those things. But man, we just never want to use my memory for that at all.
I'd rather remember a song.
Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, yes, you need a lawyer if you're going to read that something. I'm still agreement the way you don't want to read.
I know some of them are like, what, 20 pages?
I mean, oh, come on. They're crazy. With all of that, I mean, yeah. So just pay the lawyer people for going to read that for you. You understand? Because trust me, that can get way out of hand with you. And it's in some kind of language too. It's basically just make the lawyer deal with it. So they look for the house, they find them, have them pre-qual, look for the house and find it. Then they need a lawyer to represent them. Well, they made an offer.
Alright, and it got accepted.
Need a lawyer to represent them. And then basically it's 1, 2, 3 from that, isn't
right?
it?
Lawyer looks at the sale agreements, argues back and forth over the clauses.
And tell you that's what them good at.
And then finally said, yes, it's ready for signing. And you go and sign and you pay your deposit.
Then what? You just pay a deposit and it done, that's all?
No, man. Then it goes to the other side, which is now the seller.
Yeah.
And the seller signs it. And then it goes back to the lawyer. In the meantime, you go and get your mortgage documents together. And it goes for stamping, right?
Yeah.
First stamping.
Yeah, you go and get your valuation and survey.
Mm-hmm.
So you get your valuation, your survey, your ID, your TRN, your job letter, your pay slips, credit report if you must get one of that, tax return if you're self-employed.
Mm-hmm.
Bank if you're self-employed, the bank might want a cash flow statement from your accountant.
Right.
So you gather up all those documents. When it comes back, signed by the seller, then you would present that to your mortgage officer. All of those documents to the mortgage officer, who would then underwrite the loan and give you what is called a commitment letter. So that commitment letter now goes to the seller's lawyer and tells her, yes, you're getting the mortgage, and she can proceed to make preparations now to have your name and title. But before that, your bank will also send another letter called an undertaking letter.
Okay.
That undertaking letter now says to the seller's lawyer and to the seller, yes, we undertake to pay over how much ever million is the price of this house, right?
Right.
Or how much million the person borrowing. So we undertake to pay over, let us say it's 10 million. So we undertake to pay over $10 million once you have registered our lien on this title or our name on this title.
Oh.
So that's what's happened, right? And then when that happened now, then them say, okay, the bank send over the money now. So when the lawyer lodge your name plus the bank name and the title, the bank send over the money now to the seller lawyer. The tax roll automatically.
Automatic. Okay,
yes,
that's good.
Yeah, that's good. It goes on automatic. Within a couple of days, you can literally go on that property tax roll and you would have seen your name on it.
Okay.
So ladies and gentlemen, that's the process. Now this process is supposed to take us in Jamaica 90 days, Tony.
90 days.
Or 60 days if it's cash. But this can go on and on and on and on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
But it really depends on the parties in it, because I've seen some just go whoops.
Yes, it depends.
Blink and
It's gone. But for some of them it takes so long, 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 1 year. But I'm here to tell you that make sure you have some persistence.
Yes.
Under your belt.
Yes.
Persistence.
You have
right?
to stick to it.
You have to stick to it. For Miss Davis is your real estate agent, you have to make sure you keep WhatsApp. Miss Davis, where them reach? Where the lawyer? Keep WhatsApp your lawyer. Where he reach? What is going on? What is happening? The mortgage broker. Everybody, you have to dip on them tail, guys.
Right. You have to be the ringleader.
Yes.
And rally everybody.
Rally
your mortgage.
Yes.
Rep, your lawyer, your valuer, your surveyor, your real estate agent, everybody.
Everybody, you have to be the one saying, touch a button, touch a button, touch a button. You have to do that, guys. You can't wait for them call you. And I'm telling you this. Because remember now, this is your goal, you know. You want the house, you know, not Miss Davis. Are the
mortgage rep.
Or the valuator. You're not interested in the house and you want it, right?
Right.
So if you ever call,
because for everybody else in the scenario, it's just their work. This house is your dream,
right? Yeah, or this piece of land, right? I mean, if me buy a property, me depend everybody case, man. Me like matlock. Everybody case. What happened? What's happening? What happened? Is it gone to stamp office yet? Where is it? Have you underwritten the loan? Where is it? Here that me depending a friend.
Until it finally closed.
Until it's finally closed. I hear some people trying to call us. But we need to. Okay, so Tony, do you have anything else to say about the sales process? We're on Old Harbour Road, and we've been on Old Harbour Road all this time, ladies and gentlemen. So this is St. Catherine, heading into St. Andrew.
No, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, more or less. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we went through the sales process. We showed this to Carver Pen, those of you who would be interested in a property like that. Don't be afraid to give us an offer on it. Never be afraid to put in your offer. Miracles do happen. All right, thank you so much for listening to us. This sitcom went over the half hour, I'm quite sure.
Just about.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a beautiful Jamaican day.
Bye everyone.
Bye.